It's only June 16th, but I would like to give Rodolfo Bellato the Actor of the Year award. Congratulations, Rodolfo. We actually made this with you on the mat. This was you falling down to the mat after making clear eye contact with the referee and deciding to go unconscious. That was fantastic. Here is your award, sir. I would love to hear the speech in Portuguese. Congratulations to you. Paul Craig, not so much. But Rodolfo Bellato, what a performance. Fantastic. And way to fuck up the 5 most confident. All right? We were on a fucking roll. And then Rodolfo Bellato had to come in and spoil it. All right? What do? We had Ricky Simone getting it done with the wrestling, smothered Cameron Smotherman. We had Mansour Abdul Malik turning it up in the 3rd round against Cody Brundage. We had Thug Rose handling business like the thug that she is, dropping Miranda Maverick in that 3rd and final round. And then Buckley fucked it up, actually. So 4-1, 3.9-1. No, we can't even count the Paul Craig versus Bellato fight. What the fuck was that? Anyway, I'm here to give you my 5 most confident picks for this week. We did 5 the week before. I don't know what the fuck happened on Saturday, but we'll take the notes and we'll move on. Apparently, Joaquin Buckley can't fucking wrestle. Let's go with the 5 most confident this week. I'll kick it off at the bottom. Tagir Ulanbekov. I'm going Tagir Ulanbekov because he can wrestle. He's up against a great striker, but Tagir Ulanbekov has that option to hit the takedown. If Charles Johnson's taking you down, how the fuck are you going to stop Tagir Ulanbekov, who's also a very talented striker, dynamic too in his movements? I think he's offering weapons on the feet, and that can set up those takedowns for him. I also like where the fight's taking place for him. I do believe he looks good. Tagir Ulanbekov, first one. Second one, I'm going Melissa Mullins. Melissa Mullins has beat every single female on the card. I think she gets it done here. I'm going Oban Elliott, potentially getting a KO over a guy whose last name is KO. I'm going Muhammad Naimov, taking out Bogdan Grad. We'll talk about it. He's strong as fuck. And then I'm going to go with Nazim Sadykhov, taking out Nikolas Motta. I'll break him down for y'all. Let's start with Tagir Ulanbekov. Tagir's good. Tagir's real good. The UFC experience of Tagir Ulanbekov matters. Now, it's not against insane competition. You know, Clayton Carpenter's pretty good. I mean, he's had some nice wins. But the well-rounded mixed martial artist that Tagir Ulanbekov is, he can choke you. He can out-wrestle you. He can outstrike a lot of folks, right? I think that matters a lot. Azat Maksum is a great striker. Very fast, very talented, but he's not that well-rounded, and I think that really matters here. Tagir Ulanbekov is a confident one for me. I'll just tell you guys, I already bet on him, and the odds have been getting wider since I bet on him. So, you know, at this point, I should just drop it in the premium channel as soon as I fucking bet it, because I want you guys to get the best odds possible. Premium channel where I give my most confident bets. I think we're going to have a good fucking week. I'm going 2 parlay of the week locks this week. Parlays seem to be the way to do it. I love an over. Yeah, there's some good stuff. So I want to go with Tagir Ulanbekov as the first leg of the most confident because of the takedowns. Then I'm going to go Melissa Mullins. Melissa Mullins should be able to maul Zelensnyakova on the ground. We've seen Zelensnyakova on the ground against Eileen Perez. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Melissa Mullins is pretty good. I think it probably goes longer than most people seem to think, you know, but she probably does get a 3rd round finish or something, you know. I'll go Melissa Mullins, and I think that you know, on the feet she'll be safe enough to hit the takedowns and get a TKO, sub, whatever she wants against the tired Zelensnyakova. Seokhyeon close versus Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott coming off of the Basil Hafez dub. I mean, it was, you know, Basil Hafez brought it. When does Basil Hafez not fucking bring it, right? Basil Hafez is a problem. That motherfucker's so strong. He made everybody question the champ. Jack Della took it on short notice, but Basil Hafez is so fucking strong that he was able to bully him on the ground, get those takedowns, make Jack Della go for these guillotines that were never there, and make people believe that Jack Della couldn't wrestle. Good for me. I bet on Jack Della in the title fight, but Jack Della really learned from the Basil Hafez fight and got better at wrestling. And we saw his stand-ups improve. You could see it against Gilbert Burns, right? That's where Basil Hafez offers a lot of problems. This is a completely different matchup, right? Oban Elliott's against this herky-jerky, plant your feet and try to put you out striker. I think that he's going to do fine here. I think he's quicker to the target. I think he could win anywhere this fight goes. I do see him potentially getting a finish here. I like him in this matchup. So Oban Elliott, call it a lock. Muhammad Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. Bogdan Grad's all right, you know, but Muhammad Naimov so much stronger. And Bogdan Grad's not weak. That's not what I'm saying. But Muhammad Naimov, when he gets a hold of you, I think he's going to drag Grad to the ground. I think he's going to get some work in on the fence. I think he's going to get to that top position and smish, similar to a Ricky Simone performance over Smotherman, maybe. I do think he's going to out-wrestle him pretty hardcore here. Muhammad Naimov, a grappler to beware of, a guy who's on a roll, a guy who's proven his worth in the UFC so far. I think Muhammad Naimov is a lock against Bogdan Grad, so I got to throw him on the list. And last but not least, we're going to go Sadykhov over Nikolas Motta. Nikolas Motta, a team jumper, right? A guy who's a powerful striker, short, stocky guy, right? So generally those people are hard to take down just for their build, right? Getting underhooks, getting underneath people, shucking them off. I think he's getting taken down against Sadykhov. I think Sadykhov, when he gets to the top position too, can cook Motta, you know? Sadykhov, when he gets to the top position, can finish people. So Sadykhov via finish, very live here, especially because I think he'll feel a threat on the feet versus Motta, and that'll get his urgency up to get this fucking takedown, right? Sadykhov, a winner, and I do think he's going to out-grapple a Nikolas Motta. Picking a lot of grapplers on this card. Is it because Kamaru Usman just out-grappled Buckley? Nah, I don't think so. I think that these are, these are a solid 5 most confident. All right. One more time for my people in the back. I'm going Sadykhov. I'm going with Naimov. I'm going with Oban Elliott. Give me Melissa Mullins. And then I'm going to rock with Tagir Ulanbekov, as I usually do. Tagir is talented as fuck. Decent fight night. I mean, can we talk about the main event a little bit? Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. Jamahal Hill is defensively bankrupt. His striking is so wild and amateurish. I have been talking shit for a long time at this point. Whether it be the Poatan fight, whether it be the Yuri Prohaska fight. Here, it's interesting because Khalil Roundtree has this high guard style, this Muay Thai style where he blocks, he catches a lot of shots, tries to put pressure on you, right? Can Jamahal Hill slam a wild hook or a big overhand right in there? It's possible. But I would equate that to puncher's chance. And it's just not wise to bet on puncher's chance. Puncher's chance is not reliable. And we like reliable if we're talking about betting. So, trying to take the hater cap off, because I do criticize Jamahal Hill as one of the worst champions in the modern day UFC history. But he's got a shot here. Right? Yes, he could potentially get through the guard of Khalil Roundtree. But I'm going to go with Khalil Rountree. Give you guys the pick here. I think Khalil Rountree has fought a lot of good strikers, right? Beat Dustin Jacoby, right? I mean, you saw what he looked like against Poatan. He looked good. Beat Modestas Bukauskas in the fucking nastiest stomp to the knee I have ever seen. Somebody show that to Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy is so good at that front leg side kick to the knee. I like it too. I've done it sparring at King's MMA. Master Rafael Cordero goes, made that sound. Master Rafael Cordero thinks it should be illegal. That's how nasty that fucking kick is. Okay? Maybe it's because I did it to a UFC fighter and he's like, I will kill you if you hurt my fighter right now with this stupid fucking kick. I didn't do it hard. You don't do it hard in training. That's how Wonder Boy does it in fights. Wonder Boy goes out there. He's like, I'm not trying to hurt the guy. He literally said some quote like that. I'm not trying to really hurt him. You realize you get like a $50,000, $70,000 bonus when you finish this guy? What do you mean you're not trying to hurt him? You're in a cage fight. What do you think he's trying to do to you? That's crazy, Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy really is the nicest guy in the world, to a fault. No, you throw it like Khalil Rountree does. You break their fucking leg, you know? A wicked front leg side kick to the knee. So Khalil Rountree's got weapons. He's got power. He's got cardio. He showed his durability against Poatan. I think he's beaten Jamahal Hill. From the biggest Jamahal Hill hater in the game. Ooh, ooh. Hey, one more thing. My boy is fighting on the card. All right. Shout out to Tofiq Musayev, the fucking man. So I got to know Tofiq in Bellator before he beat up Sydney Outlaw. Sydney Outlaw is a nice guy too. Yeah, Tofiq's like really, really good person, and I'm hardcore rooting for him. He's in a fucking tough matchup because he's fighting the caveman himself. Orolbai is a problem, but I'm rooting hard for Tagir. I said Tagir. Jesus Christ. Tofiq, who's from Azerbaijan, by the way. Home turf. From my hometown. Adele, anybody? Come on, folks. We got a good card here. You guys want to talk about last week at all? Nah? Should I? I don't know. You know, Rose looked good. That drop in the third round was really nice. You know, Usman got smacked the fuck up on the feet. I mean, you know, Buckley couldn't miss him, dude. Anything Buckley threw, uppercut, hook, he was hitting him with it. Usman looked slow to me. He did look, you know, a little bit 38 with the striking, but the wrestling, man, can he hold a motherfucker down? It was really good. The way he's taking the legs up, constantly putting Buckley on the mat and pinning him. Like in wrestling, you put the shoulder blades on the mat, right? Those are pins. Your hips, your shoulder blades. So he'd put his back on the mat. Every time he'd start getting up, suck those legs out, take control of those legs, grab the far wrist. Very technically sound MMA wrestling. Really quality work from Usman, who's the biggest fucking 170-pounder since Hamzat. You know, so an impressive performance. Does he get the title shot? I'm not about it. I think he should fight Bilal Muhammad. I want to see Bilal Muhammad versus Usman. I get that he's getting old. You really want to see Usman and Jack Della? Is that fun? Here's what's going to happen. Usman's going to shoot takedowns. Jack Della's going to defend the takedowns and try to knock him out. You know? You really want to see Usman versus the number one pound for pound fighter, but a lightweight? You know? I feel like Usman can, you know, he has a pathway there being a fucking enormous welterweight. But would that be fun? You know? You just want to see Usman just hold these guys, give him some smooches like Marab, you know? We just want to see how far he can go, I guess. Usman's back on that bullshit. He's back on that, you know, he's back. He's the way he won the title in the first place when it was young Kamaru against Tyron Woodley. You know, he's back to really wrestling because for a while there, he was striking, you know? But if you try to strike with Islam Makhachev or Jack Della Maddalena, it ain't going to go well. So you guys know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know. I feel like there's other challengers. Sean Brady versus Shavkat, Ian Gary's in the mix. I think do Bilal and Usman. That's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. What say you, chats? Jerry made $2 in the $695. Finchman, get me right. Give us 5 for sure locks. There's nothing for sure in this game, okay? George St. Pierre was knocked out, tapped due to strikes against Matt Serra, okay? Crow Cop got head kick KO'd by Gabriel Gonzaga. You guys old enough for these? Nothing's for sure in the fight game. But I gave you my 5 most confident. For the people in the back. That's right. Always help out the people in the back. What up, Michael Vezzi? Let's go. Who's a worse champion, Bisping or Hill? Hill. Michael Bisping, that's a fucking nasty left hook he cracked Luke Rockhold with. Shout out to the guy who trains both of them. My brother from another, the great and powerful Jason Perillo. It was his birthday last week. Happy birthday, Jason. Jason Perillo helped Bisping get that knockout. Make no mistake, Michael. Left hook Larry. Took Elliott and Tagir for 10 grand. Jesus Christ. Both on my locks list, though. Good luck. Taking Bahamondes by submission is risky, but Finch'S, I'm going all in. Michael, guys, why all in? Okay, can we be a little bit reasonable here? Right? I see people bet the mortgage. No, don't bet the fucking what? Don't bet the mortgage, guys. Only bet what you're willing to lose. Only bet what you are willing to lose. I think that's sound advice. But let's go. I mean, Bahamondes submission is interesting. Plus 900. Jesus Christ. I think Fiziev's ground game is not great. And Bahamondes, I mean, he hunts on the ground, man. He hunts on the ground. Ask Jalen Turner. Back up for 317. Let's go. Does Garbrandt have the lowest IQ in the history of the sport? No, but he doesn't have high fight IQ. It's true. Unless he's fighting Dominic Cruz for some reason, right? TJ Dillashaw fight was pretty good too, even though getting knocked out. Hill for the W. Good luck. Hey, what up, AJ? Shout out to MMA experts in the chat. Let's go. Burnt brownies. How dare you? I think Usman versus Shavkat is a good fight. Ooh. Shavkat could fucking wrestle. Okay. I know Shavkat could wrestle. I don't think Shavkat is as good as Khamzat. Winnable fight. He's not as explosive as Khamzat, right? He's different because he's good over 5 rounds as to where Khamzat's this drag race car. Khamzat's just, a rocket. Okay. He's one of those SpaceX rockets. It's just hit the fucking gas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off, as to where Shavkat less explosive, less urgency. But make no mistake, a real fucking good wrestler. Remember, he was injured in the Ian Gary fight. Is Chiesa versus McGee early candidate for fight of the year? Stop. So JDM is going to sub Islam. Sub? That's crazy. He's got maybe that ninja choke, right? Craig Jones been teaching on the cage, right? That'd be nice. Doubt it. Go Razor, Shy represent Chicago CM. Let's go. UFC 199. I was the only person in the entire pub that was watching the UFC when Bisping KO'd Luke. Times have fucking changed. Brother, I was watching from Round Lake Beach, Illinois. All right? At Buffalo Wild Wings, I assume. Can you give me method of victory on 5 big dog? No, that's I'm not. For first off, sometimes those are bets, right? which I do give out on the premium channel. Shout out to the premium channel, my favorite fucking people. We need a big week this week. We're gonna fucking get one. Let's fucking go. And I'll look at those, potentially throwing out, a wild card. I could do one. Let's see. Naimov probably decisions Bogdan Grad. They probably go long, Bogdan Grad's formidable. I think they're in a good fight. I think Naimov goes long. How about that? All right. Times have fucking changed. Fuck yeah. Nacho for the W. All right. Sold my Tesla to bet the money on Bahamondes. Bruh. Elon is so disappointed. Come on, man. Better not. I bought a gas car after 5. But dude, I love. If you guys haven't driven a Tesla yet, you could just go to the fucking dealership. Just go fucking whip one, dude. Floor the engine. Get the dual motor. I got to drive one of those just one day. Holy shit. It's like a roller coaster. You hit the fucking gas, the electric, in a dual motor Model 3 Tesla, and your head is going to go home. I mean, it is fun as fuck. Good luck on Bahamondes. Marab sub over O'Malley was plus 900 just recently took. Whoa. Yeah, I bet on Marab there, but I didn't go sub. Nice job. I didn't like Fiziev as a favorite, but I love him as the dog. I wouldn't. Be careful betting when you're focused on the odds, right? The better thing to focus on is just, okay, who's going to win this fight? How confident am I in that? Then the odds come in. Instead of like looking where the odds, but oh, this is where I'm going to go. Careful odds chasing. Careful odds chasing. My 2 cents. You were talking about Crow Cop getting head kicked, bro. When he went back on his fucking ankle, it looked like his ankle was gone. I mean, his foot was completely backwards. His ankle looked horrific. That was a crazy KO. Jesus Christ. And he was known as, left leg cemetery, right leg hospital, left leg cemetery. Gabriel Gonzaga threw an ugly ass head kick up there. It's almost ugly as Chandler throwing that fucking front kick up, at Tony Ferguson. Holy shit. That was nasty. That was insane. All right, folks. Those are my 5 most confident picks for UFC Fight Night. Remember that it's in Azerbaijan, so I hope no rockets go astray as Israel and Iran go at it. All right? The rockets flying out of Tehran. I hope nothing goes astray. I hope Azerbaijan is nice and safe. And I hope all you are as well. Have a great fucking week. I'm dropping my most confident bets over on the premium channel. If you want to see who I'm betting on, please jump in. Just DM at mikefinchshow. Just DM at mikefinchshow on Instagram. We'll get you in there. If you want to see my free bet, I drop it every single week. Last week it was Raoni Barcelos. Congrats to anybody who tailed it. I also went with the obvious one, Malcolm Wellmaker, throwing the fucking boom after the little showing the knee or the front kick. Wham! Bringing the hook around there. Poor Moitinho, man. They keep doing that guy dirty. Short notice against these massive favorites. He gets Sean O'Malley on short notice, and then they hit him with Wellmaker, dude. Holy shit. So, they got Wellmaker a KO there. Damn, that was ugly. But that was an option to parlay in there with Raoni Barcelos. They both did it. I'll be dropping another play over in the free channel as usual. All right. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. I will be live on Friday after weigh-ins. My buddy's flying in from Russia. I don't know if that means I'm going to do it earlier in the day, later in the day. I don't know. But my boy's flying in from Russia, from Mother Russia. So I'll be hanging out with him, but I will definitely watch weigh-ins. I will definitely keep you guys updated post weigh-ins, what I'm seeing with my full card predictions on Friday. All right. I appreciate y'all being here, and you know how I close it out. Until next time, it's peace and love.